Today I want to cover a topic that is important for any aspiring YouTuber: the risks and realities behind viral success. We are going to talk about a new creator called DoorDash. She's actually not very new. She has been on YouTube for a very long time, but she's just started blowing up. I'm so happy for her. DoorDash's journey is exciting and inspiring, and she had worked really hard to build her channel and gained well-deserved attention. But as with any viral success, there are risks that often go unnoticed. So let's explore the highs, the potential pitfalls, and how small creators can learn from her journey while making sure their own growth is steady and actually sustainable. First, I want to say that I really admire her dedication and hard work. She is clearly having a great time recording videos for her channel. She works really hard. Her story resonates with so many people, especially those dreaming of making it big on YouTube. She's taken the leap and dedicated herself to her channel. That is a bold move, and it's admirable. It's no wonder she's gained so many followers so quickly. But with success like hers, especially one that came with some viral moments, there are some hidden risks that new creators should be aware of, particularly when they are trying to replicate a similar rise. Let's talk about virality. Going viral is a dream of many creators, but it can be a double-edged sword. When a video goes viral, it can bring in thousands, even hundreds of thousands of new viewers practically overnight. But here's the catch. That attention can be fleeting. YouTube's algorithm is constantly shifting, and the surge of popularity today doesn't guarantee long-term stability tomorrow. DoorDash has definitely tapped into something special with her audience, but if that attention is mostly driven by viral trends, the views and income could be fluctuating heavily and could completely evaporate. For DoorDash and anyone in a similar position, it's worth remembering that platforms like YouTube can change their rules or algorithm at any time, and if you are relying solely on AdSense, any change in ad policies or viewership can dramatically impact your earnings. So while virality can launch you forward, the key to lasting success is building a foundation that can withstand those ups and downs. One of the things that make DoorDash so engaging is her authenticity. She's real, unfiltered, full of life, refreshing. She's not trying to be anyone but herself. That's something all creators can learn from. Audiences today appreciate realness. Seeing someone's raw reactions and emotions makes them feel more relatable, more real. But when you are trying to replicate someone's personality, that is a very dangerous place to be. You are trying to be someone else. So this is one of the key dangers with small YouTubers trying to replicate the success of another YouTuber that went viral, if that success is based on the YouTuber's personality. Trying to replicate that personality is a very bad idea because you're trying to be someone you are not. It is draining, you will not be able to do it for a long time, and it is likely not going to work. Another thing to keep in mind is that while authenticity is essential, it's also vital to remember that the content itself needs to provide lasting value. If it doesn't, then people are unlikely to stick around after the viral video dies down. You can be making all kinds of videos. Maybe it is about your day, vlogs, maybe it is about your hobbies. You're giving advice, but the value must always be at the core of your content. DoorDash's followers love her genuine personality, but the reality is that keeping an audience engaged long-term also requires thinking ahead, giving people more value than just motivating them to replicate your success, especially in a case where replicating a success like that is nearly impossible, very, very hard. Now let's discuss income streams. AdSense can be a fantastic source of income for creators, and DoorDash has celebrated her earnings on her channel, which is wonderful. But relying on AdSense alone can be risky because it is influenced by factors completely outside of your control, like changing ad rates and fluctuating view counts. AdSense earnings can vary widely from month to month, depending on the types of ads shown on your videos, your audience's demographic, and of course, your total views. If you are a small creator just starting, it might take a while to reach a point where AdSense provides a steady income. And even for someone with a large audience, sudden algorithm shifts or policy changes can impact that income overnight. So while AdSense is great, it's smart for creators to also look at other ways to earn and diversify their income and make sure that they still can support themselves and their family if revenue from AdSense drops. This brings me to my next point, diversifying your income, building on that topic. For DoorDash, with such an engaged fan base, she is in a great position to expand her revenue streams. Imagine if she could offer coaching sessions or online workshops, things that allow her followers to connect with her more personally, ask her questions. This is not only provides her with additional revenue, but also deepens her relationships with her fans. Many creators have found success by offering something of value, whether it's a course, a guide, even digital products like planners and checklists. Although I would be careful here to make sure whatever you offer here is actually valuable for people. Would it be valuable for you if you bought it when you needed that information? There are so many very bad products out there, and people who feel they were burned by trusting a creator and then getting really disappointed when they bought their product or service. So it's very important to always do your very best and over deliver. Even as a small creator, you can start thinking about ways to bring other forms of income, for other forms of revenue. Maybe you create an ebook, maybe you launch a book on Amazon, you start affiliate marketing, you can offer coaching. When you have multiple income streams, you are better protected if one of them takes a hit. And it's a win-win because it also provides more ways for your audience to support you and benefit from working with you. And of course, it is a huge win for you because you have additional income. And the most important advice I want to give here as well is when you're building those various sources of income, you're building your channel, you need to make sure that you're building your email list. That is absolutely critical part. Without that, you have a castle that is built on very weak foundation and everything can collapse at any time. You have no control over many things, but you have control over your email list. You can back it up. And if something goes wrong with one provider that is managing your emails, you take it to another provider. So email list is crucial. You build it and you need to also add value so people want to continue getting your newsletter, continue be on your email list. And that basically gives you some security that if everything goes wrong, you still can get hold of people who want to hear from you and you can rebuild. So that is the most important out of everything that I said today. The most important thing is to make sure that you're building your newsletter as soon as possible. It's never too early to start. If you have 5 views per video, it's not too early to start. You need to start as soon as you can and build it everywhere. Build it in real life when you are in a restaurant, when you are talking to a friend. Get people on your email list that are interested in being on your email list, interested in the topic you are covering. You want it to grow. And once you get to 100 people, you will feel much more comfortable and it will be much easier for you to write those newsletters. And over time, it will grow if you continue to put in the effort. But that is the most important thing. From all of this, from everything I shared, make sure you are building your email list because that is an asset that is a foundation for your business. You can always rebuild other things if you have this one asset. One of the challenges DoorDash may face and that many viral creators deal with is sticking to a niche while continuing to grow. As your audience grows, so do their expectations and requests, and it can be tempting to create content just to please the algorithm rather than focusing on topics that genuinely add value to your audience. To DoorDash's credit, she kept her content consistent, and her fans appreciate her authenticity and that she's constantly showing up. But as she thinks about expanding, it might be beneficial for her to dive deeper into specific topics that your audience wants to hear about. Maybe she can share her learnings from her experience or even teaching others how they could replicate her steps. Although I think that her specific journey is very hard to replicate, it's important to find ways to add value with each video and avoid a trap of making content just to keep up with trends or keep up with upload schedule. It's dangerous to just expect to get into your car, press record, and expect that you will add value. And this is my understanding of how she currently records her videos. It's very simple, and I don't think she spends a lot of time to prepare. And her subscribers are starting to emulate her, but it will not work for most people. Because at the end of the day, you need to be adding value. And if you don't have a huge personality and you're not preparing, it is unlikely you will add tremendous amount of value, even if you're very knowledgeable, because you still have to at least structure a little bit what you're going to say, what is the topic of today's video, so people can know if they want to watch it or not. And you know how to title your video. You can use keyword optimization to maximize your chances of succeeding on YouTube. I also want to talk about sustainable growth and emphasize that focusing on sustainable growth will give you a much bigger chance of success versus focusing on trying to go viral. It is much more in your control. You can figure out the exact steps you need to do, and your chances will be much higher. If you are focused on the long game, you have much better chance to succeed because you are doing things you can control. Building an audience, even slowly, gives you a solid foundation that isn't dependent on sudden spikes in viewership. This way, you are not just riding a wave, you are building something lasting. For DoorDash, the future looks bright, and if she continues to build on her momentum in a thoughtful way, she could achieve real long-term success. And for all small creators watching, I think it is very important to remember that success is not about overnight fame. It's about steady, reliable growth that you can sustain. If you try to emulate overnight fame, you're setting yourself up for failure and heartbreak. So to wrap up, DoorDash, if you're watching, you have done an amazing job building something unique and inspiring people. I wish you continued success, and I think you have so much potential to go far, much further if you diversify your income and continue to think about the long term. And to everyone else, especially the small creators out there, don't feel pressured to chase virality. Success on YouTube is a marathon, not a sprint. Focus on creating content that really adds value for people, build a community, and explore ways to grow your channel in a way that is stable and reliable. I put together a gift for you. It is a list of key resources I use for my YouTube channels, and you can get it at firmsconsulting.com/tools. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and let me know in the comments your thoughts about today's topic. And to be successful on YouTube, you of course need to be comfortable and have presence on camera, just like DoorDash is very comfortable. So I recommend you watch this video next on how to dramatically improve your presence on camera. I think it will make a huge difference for you.